This one... Raz's investigations have brought him to Relenthal. When this one noticed your Sijic friend slip into town, Raz figured you'd be along soon. So, what did you discover on Arteum, the island that isn't... Yes, this one has been exploring the Daedric connection as well. But Raz hates Daedra. That is disturbingly vague. Why must cryptic cultists be so... cryptic? Well...
Go inside and we'll discuss this later. And take off that ridiculous hood.
Ridiculous? I'll show you what's ridiculous. I'll show you all!
You think as Canon Reeve I'd be immune to the troublesome temper of a spoiled and rebellious child. But what distinguished visitors I have today. Investigating. For who? Well, there have been 3 reports this week of someone disappearing. And my intractable son Nadoril and his malcontent friends have been cavorting around the large sinkhole. What are you implying? They're just young and proud of their heritage. I wouldn't draw such a harsh conclusion without substantial evidence. I can't understand. It's unusual for newcomers to encroach upon Altmer affairs, especially since we rarely saw any prior...
Raz wants to ask the Canon Reeve a few more questions. Take the Sijic and go investigate the sinkhole.
I'll meet you in the sinkhole.
Greetings, Michael. Goodbye, my friend.
He attacked Eldon, and one of those horrible creatures tore off my hood!
That young woman was certainly in a hurry. And what was that about Nadoril and an attack? Yes, well, let's be on our guard then. It certainly feels dangerous. And if it does... The walls and ceiling, they don't look stable. I'll try to reinforce the weak spots and catch up with you.
Someone there? Help! Please help! Crazy bastard stabbed me. It was just kind of fun. Joining the court of Bedlam. Espousing the virtues of our... When we heard that they planned to release those creatures...
The court of Bedlam will eradicate the lesser races. Maybe even deal with our unworthy queen.
Over here. Keep quiet and tell me if you see what I see. You see that, right? My eyes aren't playing tricks on me. That's a sea slode. They haven't been seen in Sammерсет since... a vile and dangerous species. Very powerful. The sea slode come from the distant underwater kingdom of Ulvorkus. Who's that hooded figure with the You see that? The Slode are a godless people. Perhaps the most hated in Tamriel. And the Sea Slode are even worse. They employ depraved magic. They could certainly have a connection to the Sea Slode's submerged kingdom, but they appear to have been placed down here.
Master! Intruders in the cave!
Heed me, my creatures! Destroy the intruders!
Young idiot. We need to get over there.
Witness the power of Katora, the Abyssal Cabal!
This way. We're almost there. Destroy the pearls! We can't let those creatures reach the surface! The Sea Slode and the hooded figure are gone. I'll try to determine where they disappeared. This way! Up here! Damn! No sign of where the Sea Slode disappeared to. can get out over there.
Hurry, this way. Somehow Raz knew he'd find you here.
Sea slodes. This is worse than the...
Did the pretty Sijik say sea slode? No. Raz must have heard wrong. That could not have been what she said. Slode? That's bad. And sea slode? That sounds even worse. If the sea slode threatens Sammерсет, Queen Irene must be informed. Daedra worshippers. In Sammерсет.
An examiner's quorum needs 3 members. You both know this.
Not this
And just like that, Ori L provides. Greetings, Caraval. I am Chief Juris Reeve. As you can see, a murder took place here. My protégés, Lorne and Soraville, came to investigate, but I fear they may lack perspective. You would take on the duties of the Adminan, the listening eye, an auspicious role. The Adminan serves as the fulcrum, balancing competing theories. They also collect evidence, interview suspects, and the like. I thank the divines that you've agreed to help. This murder weighs heavy on all of us. The victim, Halimorian, was not well liked. Many locals may lift a glass to his passing. But the assassin, they're the most gifted investigators I've ever trained. Soraville has keen eyes and solid instincts when it comes to... For Lorne, logic is an art. She's clinical in her sensibilities, precise. Many of us... Lorne and Soraville drifted apart shortly after they caught the original Ghost of the Green. It's a complicated matter, not my story to tell. Suffice it to say, better to ask Lorne about it. Capturing...
So you'll be joining us. Good. Call me Lorne. No need for flowery titles. We Altmer have too many names already. I'm glad you're here. Outsiders often make the best adminins. A fresh pair of eyes will be essential here. More essential than usual. It's a long and depressing story. One I'm not keen to recount. For now, just know that whoever murdered Halimorian took great pains to make it look like the work of the Ghost of the Green. A killer that Soraville and I apprehended decades ago. The Ghost always left a signature to let us know it was him. He killed each victim with a single wood elf arrow to the heart, then laid a fern over the body. The fern is here, but the shot was sloppy, and the arrow is of high elven make. It's odd. I need to examine the body in more detail. Can you do a sweep of the vineyard? If you find anything, blow this whistle.
What do you want? The Revelator's already questioned me and cut me loose. I just want to be here. You don't. The Ghost of the Green has returned. Zen's avenging champion. Of course it's exciting. These new around here, eh? Halimorian was a sap-ass dandy, slapping wood elves with one hand and groping them with the other. The Ghost of the Green just did what the prosecution wouldn't. Good riddance. Murdered? No, executed. Executed by a righteous hand. Just have a look around, outsider. I'll bet my horns you'll find evidence of misdeeds. This was a long time coming. Hopefully it put these other long-legged...
It really is too bad about Halamorian. I told him he shouldn't be so free with his politics. It's a different climate now, after all. You have to watch what you say around. Oh, darling, you're a bit late to the party if that's why you're here. I already submitted my statement to the Revelators, and my alibi is thrice confirmed. To be honest, the only reason I'm still here is... Yes, a charming young wood elf named Farrell. I only recently brought her on. She used to work for the late Halamorian, but there was some... According to my other servant girl, she often came back here to visit the friends she left behind. She'd attend Bosma suppers, midday revels in the grape field. Aren't you a cherry blossom? That would be lovely.
Ah, you come to babble with Babblebrook? When came the killers? I had a look. Babblebrook knows what Babblebrook sings. Why can't you make sense of things? A ghost did bring the vintner's end, but even wraiths can have a friend. Killers and killed are two, it's true. So near, the source of fear. But Babblebrook babbles true.
Another body. Delightful.
Oh, dear. Blood on her hands and blouse. But no slashing wounds. This doesn't fit the pattern. The ghost always kills with a bow. This was spur of the moment. Unexpected. Maybe she fought back.
Why do you insist on puzzling these things over like an femme? You know the death memory ritual. It's a simple...
Enough, Sorville. You know that's forbidden. Admin, look around and see if you can find the source of this blood.